Hey guys, okay, so before this video starts, I just wanted to say I'm sorry that I keep using this German Shepherd in my videos so much, like recently. I just really love to use her, and she really represents like me as an actual person, and she looks like me, so yeah, I will use other LPS in the future, I promise. I've just wanted to use her for a bit. So I hope you guys don't mind, and also this video is perfect to use her in because she looks exactly like me, and it would be good to have like a representation of me for this video. So yeah, but I promise in other videos I will have other LPS. I just really like using her, so yeah. Anyways, that is not what today's video is about. Today's video is actually a special one. Today is May 10th, which is LPSTube Day, so happy LPSTube Day to everybody. If you don't know what LPSTube Day is, LPSTube Day falls on May 10th every year, and it is a celebration of all of the LPS tubers coming together, whether you are big or small, and it's just a wonderful time for all of the LPS tubers to come together. There is an award ceremony held by Puppy Lover 863 every May 10th. You guys can definitely go watch that. There is a lot of LPS tubers that make videos on May 10th, whether it's a music video, MEPs, all different sorts of types of videos. And Puppy Lover 863 also does a award ceremony for big and small LPS tubers, and she does like shout outs and stuff for smaller LPS tubers. And there's also a lot of people that do things on Instagram for May 10th, so it is just a big day to celebrate the LPS community because, as you know, we are a small part of YouTube, but we still enjoy making these videos for people, and whether we are big, small, old, or young, we love to share our creativity with these plastic toys because, as you guys know, we don't use real life actors, we use plastic toys because it is a lot easier to get a hold of plastic toys than it is to get a hold of real life actors. And yeah, we just show our creativity through the community, and people rise in this LPS community. So yeah. So you guys should definitely go check out Puppy Lover 863's award ceremony today. Anyways, for this LPS Tube Day, I was thinking of what to do because I know there's some years where I've actually missed doing something, and this year I wanted to do something for it. And instead of a music video or like an MEP or anything like that, I decided that I would do this tag that I saw somebody do. So this tag wasn't made by me, it was made by LyssLpsTV. So I've been watching her for a while, and I saw her upload this tag video, and I decided that I wanted to do it as well because I am a adult in this community, so I wanted to do it. I'm pretty sure anybody can do it, whether you're like an adult or not. I'm pretty sure anybody can do it, but yeah, so all credit goes to LyssLpsTV for this tag. But anyways, let's get into it. Also, just to let you guys know, all of the questions will be in the description below if you want to do it, and I will also link Lyss's video in the description below as well, since she made this tag. Question number 1. How long have you been in the community? Okay, so I have been in the community for officially 10 years, which is crazy to think about. I started my channel back in 2014. I started it April 28th of 2014, which means that last month was my 10-year anniversary, which is crazy because I didn't think I would make it to 10 years, and I'm still going and I'm not quitting, and yeah. So I'm very, very happy to still be doing this, and it is crazy that I'm still doing this. So, yep, I have no idea when I started LPS Instagram. I want to say that I started it somewhere between 2012 and 2013. I want to say. I don't exactly know because sadly I don't have my Instagram from back in the day. So, yeah, but I know that how I found LPS videos was I shared a tablet with my brother, and I one time went on YouTube and I searched up Littlest Pet Shop, and these videos just came up, and I was surprised because I didn't think that anybody made LPS videos on the internet. And I started watching LPS videos. I started watching Stuck in Traffic Part 1 and Part 2 by Go Green Girl, who is known as Lexi's Lair today. I watched a lot of different videos. I've watched the popular LPS Popular. I have watched so much content when I was younger, and I still watch LPS series today, but I watched a lot and I was like, oh, I want to do that too. So then I became a part of the LPS community, and I'm very happy that I have found this community and that I could make friends through it and also be able to make videos and show my creative side. So, yeah, so LPS Graham pretty much 2012, 2013, and LPSTube 2014. Question number 2. Do you make family-friendly content or content for teens? Okay, so when I first started my LPSTube channel, pretty much it was family-friendly content because I was 12 or 13 years old, maybe 11. I don't exactly remember. I was somewhere between 11 and 12 or 13. And I pretty much made family friendly content because I was pretty much a preteen slash teenager. So I didn't really know a lot of the other stuff out there. So nowadays, since I am an adult, I make content for teens. I do a lot of horror type of videos or crime mostly and murder and stuff like that. Because as I got older, I got into more darker themes. So I wanted to incorporate that into my videos and into some of my characters and stuff like that. So now I mostly make content for teens. Sometimes I have warnings on my videos, pretty much a lot of my series and character backstories and stuff like that. I put rated PG-13 because I don't really think that children would understand it. I mean, maybe some children might understand some dark themes, but mostly I think teenagers would because a lot of teenagers watch horror movies and stuff like that, so they probably would understand what was going on, or they probably would understand crime and stuff like that, but I don't think little kids would, and I think it would kind of terrify them. So I try to steer my content more towards teens and stuff like that because I do like making darker themed content and stuff with crime and stuff with murderers and stuff like that as my characters being some of those. So yeah, but I just like that genre, and I mostly make content for teens now, but back in the day I used to make content that was family friendly, but now I don't really do that. Question number 3. Do you consume family friendly content, content for teens, or both? Okay, so pretty much I consume both. I consume some family friendly content and some non family friendly content. So I watch a lot of different YouTubers and LPSTubers out there. So I watch, I guess you could say family friendly content would be, for some YouTubers, would probably be Oh My Gosh TV, Exploring with Fighters. There's a few other ones out there, but I watch a lot of different content, as I said. For LPSTube, it would pretty much be Adore You by LPS Lucky Star, An Irish Coffee Shop, by Kenzie Lee. She no longer makes videos, but she still has some videos up. There is just like different series that I have consumed over the years. I'll put some like on the screen, like at least the name of the series and who made it. But I have consumed a lot, mostly like, I mean, it's pretty much, there's some family-friendly ones and there's some that are darker, so yeah, but I would say pretty much a mix of both, especially with YouTubers and LPSTubers. Like, I watch this one who I wouldn't really say he's like a family-friendly content creator. His name is Jordan. I don't know how to say his last name. I'll put him on the screen, like his name on the screen, but I don't know how to say his last name. But he is a horror artist. He takes innocent things and he turns them like into a horror style, which is really, really cool. And I think that's really cool. And I actually found him through like creepypasta videos that he used to do back in the day. Like he would draw them. And now he does content that is pretty much like taking children's coloring books or taking like beloved characters and drawing them the way they are. And then on the other side, he draws them as like these creepy like monster things, which is so, so cool. I would love to do that. I wish I could be a horror artist. I would love to do that, but that is so hard to draw things like realistically, even in like horror art. But I love watching him. He is an amazing like YouTuber. If you like horror art, you should definitely go check him out. But yeah, just to answer the question, I would have to say both. Question number 4. Quick, honest opinion on each generation of Littlest Pet Shop. Okay, so I'm not exactly entirely sure of the generations. I mean, I know like what the first and second generation is and like the third, but I'm very confused when we get into the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. But I kind of watched Lyss's video, so I'm going to try to go with what she said, which I think is maybe the correct way. I really don't know. But yeah, okay, so she pretty much said that Kenner was like 0, which I don't think Kenner was actually 0. I think that Kenner is actually the first generation, but nobody really counts Kenner as a generation. If you don't know what Kenner LPS looked like, they looked like this. I'll put like a picture of a few of them on the screen. They pretty much were these glass figurines of the animals, so they look more realistic, and you had like brushes with them and beds for them, and you had all different types of animals. But I think that was more considered as Generation 1. Generation 2 is these LPS right here that we know and love very much. I'm pretty sure even like the red magnets, the blue magnets, and the holes, and even the ones without the LPS sign with the holes, I think all of those are considered as Generation 2. A lot of people don't want to consider all of those as Generation 2, but I really think all of them were, because the first generation of LPS, they didn't have like magnets or anything, and they didn't look like these LPS. They were pretty much Kenner's version, because Hasbro actually bought out Kenner's LPS and they made them into these toys we know and love. And some of them are realistic, most of them are not, because some of them aren't realistic colors, like a Dachshund can't really be purple, but it's still like there's some natural colors as there are some fun colors, because they were targeted towards kids, so they had to make them a little bit colorful as well as neutral so that children would see them and really want to buy them. So the third generation is these ones. I'm going to show them on the screen. They're a little horrific. I had some of them growing up. That was when the G2 LPS stopped being produced and Hasbro decided to make these. I don't really know what to say about them. All I can say is half of these I don't know what the animals are. I don't really know what Hasbro's idea was when they were going for it. The heads did not bubble. You could take the heads off. And a lot of them had stubby legs, and it just didn't make any sense of what was going on. I have bought some in the past when I was younger because that was pretty much all I could buy besides like old LPS, but no old LPS were being sold. So I pretty much bought a few of those and like in the blind bags when they had them, and I don't really know what else to say about them. They're not great. Okay, so generation number 4, which is the one with the holes, and I'm pretty sure their heads also came off because I'm pretty sure you could put like accessories on them when you took their head off. They weren't very good, at least to me. I have felt them before. They felt literally like an eraser, and I didn't like that you could put the deco bit in their like in a hole in them. It's a lot better when you can actually put it on the LPS because sometimes it wouldn't want to go in the hole, and then sometimes it wouldn't even fit because some of the accessories, I don't know if the peg on the back of it was too big, but sometimes it wouldn't fit in the hole. Like it was really, really weird, and I don't know why. And it was just really weird that you could take their heads off, and nobody wanted to really take a head off of an LPS just to change the body or to put an accessory on it. But I'm pretty sure the ones we called back like Hasbro for were probably Generation 5. Generation 6 are these LPS right here. So they're pretty much the ones that we had like with the lucky pets, the thirsty pets, the hungry pets. So pretty much you could get an LPS in a more like a blind box or like container, and you could get them and you would usually get like something with them, usually like an outfit or like some kind of drink, and then you would get this little accessory with them, which I think some of them are pretty cute. I do not like hate them. It's just that I wasn't very much of a big fan of them. I never really bought any thirsty pets or hungry pets or lucky pets because I could never find them, and even when I went to the stores, a lot of people already opened them, so there was no point in getting them, and I really didn't find a lot of them, so yeah, I never really got to experience that. So yeah, but I think some of them are pretty cute, and I think the outfits are pretty cute. And then Generation 7, which are these LPS right here. Everybody knows what they are. Everybody has been talking about them. These LPS are the ones that Basic Fun bought from Hasbro, and Hasbro sold the G2 LPS to them so they could make them for all of us. So yep, I think a lot of them are really cute. My favorites are pretty much the wolf, the chameleon, the Maine Coon or wolf cat, the pandas, and definitely the German Shepherd. There are a few other ones out there that I think are really cute, and I'm very excited to see them come back. I do know there is some controversy around the LPS and the creators and stuff like that with like Basic Fun, but I'm not going to get into that because that is for a whole separate video. So yeah, but there's a lot of stuff going around about what's going on in the world today with them and stuff like that, and people realizing that they should buy it from somewhere else. So yeah, but I just wanted to say that I think it is. Some of them are really cute. I know some people are waiting for the short-haired cats and Great Dane designs and stuff like that, and like the main 5s, but you might have to wait a little while because I'm pretty sure they're trying to put out like non-common LPS before they put out those molds. So you might just have to wait a little bit. So yeah, but I really think that it is a good thing that they're at least giving us what we want. But I have seen some of the ones that are coming out for Wave 2, which I've either heard is coming out in early July or September, which I am a little iffy about. So, yeah, some of the designs are a little out there, but that is all right. I do know that these are, targeted more towards children. That's why they're very, very colorful. But they're a little strange. That's all I'm going to say. Some of them are a little strange. But maybe they're not exactly those designs. As we all know, sometimes things come out from people and they're not actually the right designs, and they can change their mind. Like, Basic Fun can literally change their mind whenever they want of how an LPS will look. But I do know that some of them I think are really cute for Wave 2, and some of them are not my favorites. But we all have an opinion on different LPS, so yeah. But pretty much, I think that the G2 LPS are pretty much superior, and I don't think any generation can really take their place. Question number 5. What was your favorite year of the LPS community? So mine had to either be 2014 or 2015. That was my favorite year of LPSTube because LPSTube was like thriving. You saw a lot of big creators like rising. You saw a lot of new creators like coming to the platform, and it was just really exciting. It seemed like the LPS community was a bit more alive in 2014 and 2015. Like, we saw an Irish coffee shop, we saw episodes of LPS Popular like coming out, we saw different people coming out with series, and it was like alive. I mean, I'm not saying the LPS community is dead, it's just not as alive as it was back then, but we do have a lot of smaller LPS tubers rising. We have a lot of smaller LPS tubers coming into the community and making a name for themselves, and I think that is really, really cool. And yeah, but I'm just saying I do miss 2014/2015 era of the LPS community, so yeah. Question number 6. What kind of collector are you? Main 5s, everything. Do you not collect LPS anymore? Okay, so for me, I pretty much collect everything. I collect every LPS that I can pretty much find. I collect pretty much a lot of the uncommon ones. There are a few main 5s that I do collect, but main 5s are not my focus. I know a lot of people's thing is they want to collect all of the main 5 LPS. Mine is not actually that. I want to collect all the wolves and all the huskies. Like, that is my goal. One day I want to complete all the huskies and all the wolves. I have one more wolf I have to get, and I have a few more huskies I have to get, but those are what I want to complete. I know a lot of people out there I want to complete the main 5 LPS so bad. For me, no. I want to pretty much complete the uncommon ones first. As I said, I want to complete my wolf collection and my huskies. So yeah, maybe main 5s will come one day, but those are my really, really wanting to finish in my collection. So yeah, and I have a few things that are LPS merch. I do have a sticker book that I got when I was younger. I have a coloring book. I have 2 LPS stuffed animals. I will take pictures of them and I will show them on the screen. I think the duck you could actually put on LPSO back in the day, but I wasn't really on LPSO back in the day, so I do know what it is. I have seen so many things about it. I just don't think I was ever on it, but I did have a code on the duck that I could probably use to get the duck in the game. And then the other one, I'm sorry that you see that his eyes are cracked. When I was younger, I pretty much was throwing him back and forth with my brother, and we were in a parking lot, and well, actually we were at this like place, and then we were throwing him and his eyes hit the concrete, so his eyes are kind of broken. He had like glass eyes, and yeah, so I'm sorry that you see them shattered. I did not take care of my stuffed animals, some of them not very well when I was younger, and I was bored and I had him with me, so I just decided to use him as a plaything, and I probably shouldn't have done that, so I'm really sorry. But yeah, those are the two. I know that one with the glass eyes doesn't look like an LPS, but it actually was. I just don't really. Maybe if I look at the tag, because I don't have him with me right now, he's over in the corner, but I don't know if he has a tag on him. If he does, I'll show, or I'll try to find a picture of him online somewhere to prove that he is actually an LPS like stuffed animal. So yeah, so I pretty much collect almost everything that's LPS. Question number 7. Has your channel changed throughout the years or stayed the same? My channel has changed a lot. When I first started out my channel back in 2014, I actually had this name for a very long time that I always wanted to call myself. When I got an LPSTube channel, I always wanted to call myself LPS Lover 101, but I didn't realize that a lot of people actually took that name before me, and I felt so bad because when I would tell somebody my channel name, I didn't know how to do like a link thing back then to send it to them. So I'd have to tell them like how many subscribers I had, or like what my profile picture looked like. And I felt bad for doing that. So I decided to change it. And then I don't exactly remember when I changed it. I want to say it was like 2015, 2016 maybe. I changed it to LPS Howling Werewolf because I was really into werewolves and stuff like that, which I'm really glad I changed it because nobody had that name at the time, and I could just tell people when they could find it, and I didn't have to like tell them my subscriber count because I felt bad doing that. So yeah, and I'm probably going to be changing it again because I don't really resonate with werewolf anymore, but I'll get to you guys with that information very, very soon. I know there's a video coming in the future. Hopefully I'll get it out very, very soon. It's just taking me a bit more time. But yeah, but I would say that my channel has changed. I made a I'm pretty sure everybody in the LPS community has made a spin-off of LPS Popular at one point. I made I think one series, if anybody remembers, it was called The War Inside Me. It was like a spin-off of LPS Popular. It was really bad. So, yep. And then I started making like other series because I started making more OCs. And then I started making like series with them. And I was very, very happy to, make these characters and show you guys them. And then I started doing backstories because of Crimson. Crimson was the one that inspired me to do backstories because I know somebody wanted to know his backstory, I think, because his backstory is different from the one in Love with the Killer. So I did his backstory and people really liked it, so I decided to do another one because somebody asked for Arrow's backstory, and then I did his, which if you've seen, Arrow's backstory is actually on pause for now because I'm working on something that's going to be coming out next month in June. So I'm working on that, and I don't really have the time at the moment to work on A Psychopath is Born, but I promise after I get done with this project, I will resume A Psychopath Was Born. So everything is going to have to be pushed back. So A Psychopath Was Born will return in June. I'll skip July with backstories, and another backstory will come out in August. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, my channel has changed. As I said, it used to be family-friendly content. Now it is dark themes and stuff because I'm really into that, like crime and murderous characters and stuff like that. Though I do not condone murder. I do not condone murder. I do not support it. I do not do anything like that. It's just that I have made these characters, and I have made a lot of darker characters. I do have some lighter characters, I will admit. I do have some of those, but I have a lot of darker characters, and I want to put them in different series and also show you guys their backstories. But my channel has changed because the genre of a lot of my series has changed. So yeah, but I will say that I have changed and I'm very happy with my content now. I'm also very happy with the content I used to make back then. But as I aged and grown up and, I wanted to make more darker content for teens and adults. Question number 8. What's something you've learned during your years in the community? This is going to be one I have to think of and think about for a little bit because there's a lot that I've learned in 10 years in being in this community. I have pretty much learned that you should make what content you want to make. And I have learned that through 10 years of making LPS videos. That is what I'm going to give you. That is what I've learned. You should make content that you are proud of and that you want to make. There are a lot of people out there that are going with the trends and doing videos for the trends and doing things that are trending now. And I'm not saying that you can't do videos that are trending now. You can totally do that. But I would just say pretty much make content that you want to make and make content that you're proud of. I would say do not put a video out that you are not 100% proud of. I have done that so many times where I have filmed something and sat down to edit it and hated every single part of it. And I told myself, I am not going to upload something I am not proud of. So I would say upload something you're proud of, make sure it looks the way that you want it to look, and don't upload it if it doesn't make you proud. Just because you think, oh, people, I need a video this week, or people want to see this video, do not put it out if you're not proud of it. And also, don't put videos out that you're not proud of. There's no point in putting a video out there if you're not proud of it. And the same way with maybe the concept of the video. If you don't like how you filmed it, if you don't like the way you portrayed the characters in it, refilm it or maybe fix the concept so that you like it better. But don't do content that you don't want to do. Don't make something you're not proud of, and don't just upload it to have content out. Question number 9. Have you ever quit or considered quitting? Okay, so I have never quitted per se. I have thought of quitting. I sometimes get stressed out with making LPS videos and getting them out on time. And yes, there has been times where I've, thought of the future and thought of, I know one day, probably in the future, I'm going to quit one day. I know for a fact someday in the future I'm going to get, old enough and then I'm not going to really make LPS videos anymore, which I don't want to think about. But I have thought of quitting before. And pretty much it was because of, the stress of trying to make LPS videos. When I was pretty much in high school, I thought of it more because I was trying to balance LPS videos, schoolwork, life, and just, stuff like that. And it was really hard to balance, and, I kind of forgot about my LPS channel a lot. And there's times where I've thought of, quitting stuff. There is times where I've thought of literally just not picking up an LPS and making a video. I'm definitely not going to quit right now. Don't worry, anybody. I'm not quitting right now. But there has been spells where I have thought about quitting, or I've had thoughts about my future. And I know one day I probably will quit, but I don't want to think about that because this is definitely what I really enjoy doing, and I put a lot of my time and effort into this hobby. So yeah, but believe me, I am not going to quit anytime soon, but I have thought about it. I'm pretty sure everybody in their LPSTube journey has probably thought about quitting at least once or twice, or a few times, because I know a lot of people quit during when, like, Coppa or Copa came out. A lot of people were quitting. I was thinking of maybe quitting, but I decided I was going to push forward because I was like, I'm not going to let Coppa stop me. I'm going to continue to make videos, whether they turn my comment section off or not. I'm going to continue to make videos. So screw Coppa. I'm making videos. I don't care. I can turn my comment section back on. I will fight with YouTube to turn my comment section back on and stop making my videos made for kids, because I will fight YouTube at this point with the comment section. So yeah. Last but not least, question number 10. Some motherly, fatherly, parental advice you could give to your subscribers. Okay, so my advice, I have like 2 pieces of advice because I want to say these 2 things. This is my advice to you. So the first one is be yourself. Be yourself. That is what you need to be, because you do not need to put on this fake facade of a person that you are not. Be yourself. Make the content you want to. Show the world that you, like, your creative side. Like, there has been times where I have stopped projects, like, back in the day that I really wanted to do because I was scared that people wouldn't like it. But now I'm just like, I'm gonna go for it. Like, if there's a project you want to do, go for it. Do not let somebody tell you you can't do that. It is your own creative outlet. You are allowed to make content that you want to make. And there is somebody out there, believe me, there is somebody out there that is going to consume that content and is going to love it. The second advice I want to give is, no matter how big your collection is, you can make an LPSTube channel. You could literally have 3 LPS and be making a LPSTube channel. You do not have to have millions and thousands of LPS just to make LPS videos. When I was younger, starting out with LPSTube, I didn't have all the LPS I have today. I literally had a few that I had when I was younger, and then some from my cousin, but I still didn't have like millions or thousands. I probably don't even have millions or thousands today, but I would say literally if you only have like 3 LPS, you can still make an LPSTube channel no matter what. And you can save up your money and maybe one day buy some LPS in the store or buy some LPS online. And I'm also going to say that you do not have to use G2 LPS. A lot of people out there want to criticize LPS tubers for using G3, G4, G5, and G6. If you want to use one of those LPS, that is your choice. There are some people out there that can't afford Generation 2 LPS because some of the LPS in Generation 2 are being sold online and they are expensive, and some people just can't find them on they can't find them on Facebook Marketplace. They can't find them like anywhere in their country or in their area. So yeah, but I think you should be able to start an LPS channel with whatever LPS you want. If you want your main mascot to be a G6 LPS or a G7 LPS, that is your choice. You are allowed to make your mascot whatever you want. And if people are going to criticize you, do not listen to them. Because I'm pretty sure everybody in this community has started out with a mascot that probably was not a, main 5 LPS. There are a few people out there that don't have a main 5 LPS as their mascot. Like, look at Go Green Girl or Lexi's Lair. She didn't have a short cat. She had a chameleon. There's a lot of LPS tubers out there that don't have like main 5s as their mascots. And also, you should be able to have whatever LPS generation you want as a mascot. Like, look at LPS Honey. She doesn't use a Generation 2 LPS. I think she uses a Generation 3. No, generation 4 or 5. I don't know which one it is. It's like a generation 4 or 5, or maybe it's a 6 generation. I don't exactly know. I want to say it's gotta be like probably 6 is what she uses. But there's a lot of people out there that are allowed to use whatever LPS they want as their mascot. And yeah, I'm just gonna say, as I said before, doesn't matter how many LPS you have in your collection. You could literally have thousands, or you could have 3, and you can make an LPS channel. And maybe you can make those 3 characters, like, maybe in a series or something. You do not have to have a bunch of LPS just to make a LPSTube channel. So yeah, that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed my lovely rambling in this video. I'm sorry, I just had a lot to, answer with these questions and stuff like that. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I really enjoyed doing this tag, and thank you again for LyssLpsTV for making this tag. As I said before, I will link her video down in the description below so you guys can watch her video, and so you guys can also maybe do this tag as well. I just want to say again, happy LPSTube Day to everyone. I hope you guys enjoy watching the LPS award ceremony. I will definitely be watching it as well. And I hope you guys are excited to see the people who won and the nominees and people that were entered in it. So yeah, and I just want to say that I hope you guys will do this tag in the future, whether you are a adult, a teenager, anything like that. As I said before, I will put all of the questions down in the description below so you guys can definitely do them, or you can go to LyssLpsTV's video. She has them listed in her description as well. But that is pretty much all, and I hope you guys have an amazing LPSTube Day. I hope you guys enjoy the ceremony, and yeah, that is pretty much all, and I will see your werewolves in the next video. Stay strong, werewolves. Ow! Is called the Grownup LPSTuber tag. It has 10 questions.